I think we should get started, Erin.
All right. Well, welcome everyone to New Member Connect, and congratulations on joining the Chamber or joining an organization that was already part of the Chamber. We're really glad to see you all here today. And what we're going to do is go through a process just sort of orienting to you what the Chamber means, what it means for your business, your organization, your career, and then giving an opportunity for you guys to talk a little bit about yourselves. And also we'll do some question and answer to just make sure that we've got all the things covered that we need covered for you guys today. So I'm Erin Predmore, and I'm the president and CEO of the Chamber. And I've been in my position for about 3 years now. That picture you see on the screen is back in the days when we used to not have to wear masks when we were outside. So it's kind of funny to see that now. But I do know that typically what we would do for New Member Connect is be able to be all together. And this is a little bit different, but doesn't change the fact that we're happy to see you today. So we're going to take you through a little bit about what it means to be part of the Chamber. We're going to start with a broad overview of what everything means. The Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce. First thing I'm going to do is focus on the name. So we do call it the Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce. So for some of you guys and some of your peers in the Chamber, your business or organization may not actually be in Bloomington. So when people ask me about that, I just make sure they know that it's kind of you get to vote yourself on the island. So if you care, or you're part of you care about Bloomington, or you're part of the economy of Bloomington, you do business in Bloomington, then this is a place for you. So we do have some members that are outside of our immediate area. We have in surrounding counties, we have some up in Indy, and some that are statewide organizations that have an interest in engaging with us here in the Bloomington area. So we are the Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce, and we've been around since 1915. So it's been a long time that we've been doing this kind of work in the community. We're a 501c6, and that means we're a membership organization. We are a nonprofit, but it does mean that we are part of just a subset of nonprofits. In that way, that's a little bit different than a typical, what you may be more familiar with, 501c3. So we're close to 900 members is what we say. So right now, I think we're a little over 875. So you're a part of this large group within the community that are all working towards kind of the greater good. When people ask us who we are and what we do at the Chamber, the easiest way to describe it is just to say that we're the voice for business. What we do is try to connect everyone through networking. We want to make sure our businesses have an opportunity in an environment for mutual success. And we do that through advocacy. We have a lot of events where you're going to hear more about those as well. And one of the things that we're really proud of is the Success School. It's a Chamber program that's actually part of it is a 501c3. It's a foundation associated with the Chamber. And all those funds and support go towards supporting our work in the K-12 schools. And so you'll hear a little bit more about that in a few minutes too. So we're going to be shifting through, as we do the presentation, shifting through our staff, and you'll get to meet them as we go through this afternoon together. And so we have all of their bright, shining faces there for you to see. So this is the team as a whole, and they're going to be getting an opportunity to introduce themselves and their teammates as we go through this presentation. Do we want to pause for just a minute? And if you're Chamber staff, why don't we go across the lines and you can say hi to everyone real quick and let them know that you're here on the call. So Stacey, let's go across from me. So go ahead, Stacey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Stacey Bruce, and I'm the Director of Member Services here at the Chamber. I started at the Chamber about 2.5 years ago as an ambassador. I also worked in the community with another nonprofit, started as an ambassador. Then I became the events coordinator, and the last 5 months I've taken the new role of Director of Membership. So welcome, everyone. I look forward to working with you all here in the upcoming months.
Okay, Mary.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mary Morgan. I'm Director of Advocacy and Public Policy. It's really great to see you all. Some of you I know, some of you I'm going to get to know. And I'll talk a little bit more about advocacy later in the program. Thanks.
Yeah. What about you, Christopher?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Christopher MG, the principal of the Success School, and I've been with the Chamber a little over 2.5 years, and it's my pleasure to serve the wonderful community that is Bloomington, Monroe County.
All right. What about you, Rachel?
Everybody, I'm Rachel Levy. I'm the Marketing and Communications Coordinator here at the Chamber. So a little later on in the program, you'll hear from me about some different ways that we can help you promote your business and also just help you get your business updates and any news you have going on out to the community. Yeah, if you ever need anything like that, let me know.
All right. And then what about you, Joy?
Hi everyone, I'm Joy Brown. I'm the events coordinator here at the Chamber. I started back in the end of August of this year, and I'll speak to you all a little later about the events we have planned for 2021.
All right, that sounds great, guys. Thank you. The rest of the next to Joy is Jim Shelton, who's not here on the call with us right now, but he's one of our government liaisons that works with Mary in advocacy. And then under that, we have Thomas Curry, who's one of our O'Neill Fellows. And then Charlie Jackson is next to him. Thomas works with advocacy, and then Charlie helps out with the Success School too. So we're now going to talk a little bit about our mission at the Chamber. And the reason this is important is because this is the kind of the piece that ties everything together. The Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce, our goal is to provide leadership through member engagement, business advocacy, and civic partnerships to strengthen our community and business environment. And what that means is better business, better community. So that's our tagline, and you'll see that written on lots of different things here around the community and also around the Chamber overall. We do this, we want to go over it just so you know what you're part of. It's really important for us to make sure that our members feel engaged, that they have answers to their questions, that they have the information and resources that they need. And also, again, that you have a voice within our government overall, within civic partnerships and different groups and community efforts and things like that, that the people are working towards, just so that overall the business environment and the community overall are both strengthened. So we have a ton of things going on. We're going to shift a little bit and talk some about the events that we have going on. And we have over 50 events and programs that you can attend every year. And these are just some of them right here on the screen. I'm not sure if any of y'all have ever gone to any of those things before, but they are a ton of fun. We're looking forward to getting back in person again soon. I know Joy, who came on board in the middle of the pandemic as our event coordinator, is chomping at the bit, ready to go. So we're eager to get things going. So we're going to talk a little bit about our ambassadors now. So Stacey, let me turn it over to you, and you can tell us a little bit about that part of the program.
Okay, well, as I stated, I started as an ambassador. Ambassadors are an integral part of the role here at the Chamber. They're volunteers. When we're at max capacity, we have 30 Chamber volunteers, and this is the membership committee. They volunteer their time to do outreach, to attend events, to help our new members connect to one another. They attend ribbon cuttings, and they just work kind of as a liaison between the staff and our new members. And we appreciate them very, very much. They do so much for the Chamber. When you are a new member, you will get assigned to an ambassador, and our ambassadors will make a call to you, and then they will set up an appointment to come out and go over your new member packet. Right now, things are a little slow because a lot of people don't want in-person meetings right now, and we understand that. So if you have had trouble connecting with your ambassador during this time, just give me a call. I emailed everyone yesterday that is a new member as of 2020. So just give me a call and we can do a Zoom one-on-one. We can connect with your ambassador one-on-one, but just let me know. You have my email and my phone, and if you have not connected with your ambassador, just let me know and we can make that connection and review all your benefits on a one-on-one basis. But hopefully a lot of your questions are answered here today. It looks like some of our ambassadors are on the call right now. If you go to our website under the membership tab, ambassadors, there's a full list of our ambassadors, the organization that they work for, their contact information. So you can always reference the website for their names. But right now I'd like to, there's about 4 ambassadors on the call. So if you would, Shauna, Kelsey, if you're an ambassador, just introduce yourself because one of your new members might be on the call here today.
I can go first. Hi, everyone. My name is Kelsey Hayslip. I'm the Director of Community Engagement at Beltrace Senior Living, and I've been an ambassador for probably over 2 years now, and it's a wonderful opportunity. Love everything about the Chamber and all of the events, so I'm glad you all joined us.
Thanks, Kelsey. And Mandy?
Hi, everybody. My name is Mandy Miskowitz. I own a local marketing company, and I have been an ambassador for, 4.5 years now. And it's awesome. So glad you all joined the Chamber. What you put into it is what you get out of it. That's what we always like to say. And once we're able to be together again, you'll see a lot of the ambassador faces, and our kind of job is to just make you feel welcome and have a friend at an event so you don't feel awkward or anything like that, and just get to know some familiar faces that are outside the staff. But we look forward to meeting all of you, and congrats on your Chamber membership. It's a fantastic organization, and it'll really, really help your business if you put into it, what you want to get out of it.
Thanks, Mandy. And it looks like Shauna's on here as well. Hi, Shauna. We can't hear you, Shauna. Well, Shauna, we still can't hear Shauna, but we see her. Shauna is our newest ambassador, and she's with IU Health Bloomington. She's having a few technical difficulties, but she's our newest asset, and she has really jumped on and been a strong asset for the first couple months. So you will be seeing a lot more of her. So thanks, Shauna. We'll talk next time. And Rachel, yeah, thank you. As I mentioned, ribbon cuttings are very important to the Chamber. This is a time for new Chamber members that's a new business to town, or if it's a current member that has relocated or done a remodel, if you've rebranded your office, anything that you need to celebrate, we have ribbon cuttings. Right now, our ribbon cuttings are still great, effective ways to promote your new business and anything that's going on within your business. They are virtual right now. In the past, our whole ambassador crew would show up, and it was a celebration, and we would, have a Facebook Live. But right now, we have to do it a little differently, but they're still just as effective. I will bring out the scissors, ribbon. We can take some pictures. Of course, we have to distance and keep it very safe, but you can send those pictures to the Chamber, and we will put those in Membership Matters, our Bloomington Business Journal, and we will also do Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of our platforms post. So you still get the same exposure. You just don't have the, the group setting, but we'll get back to that, and we're all looking forward to that. But right now, you still get the same exposure with our ribbon cuttings, and that's a big part of what our ambassadors do. The next thing I want to share with you as a new member, you will be given a member login. Can you all see our website? Okay. With the new member login, if you go to membership, member login.
Oh, Stacey, if you want to share one more time, I don't think we can see.
Okay.
There you go. Now we got it.
I only clicked once. Okay, so if you go to member login, I'm already logged in. This is your member portal page, and on your member portal page, you can do so many things. When you're a new member, you'll get a new member email that comes out, and in that new member email, it will have your login information. If you don't have that information on hand right now, or that email, call me right after this New Member Connect, and I will get that information to you, or email me. This is so important because you can go into your member portal, you can change your credentials, you can take a survey. If the Chamber has a survey that they've put out there to get information from the community, that would be posted there. If you want to pay your membership dues, if you want to pay for an event, you go to pay your bills. If you want to update your profile. If someone in your office has left, or if you have a new staff member, you can update your profile. If you want to check your referral report, that's a report that shows the number of times that someone has gone to our member directory and clicked on your website. The media update is where you can you all hear me? My computer is doing something funny. Okay. The media update, you can go in there and actually put in all your social media platforms, and they will link directly to your member directory. You can put in your logo and all that information. If you haven't gotten it in there when you first joined the chamber, you can go update that yourself. If you have an event for our community calendar, you can input that information and submit it for review, and then it will go on our community calendar. And you can also post jobs for job openings at your business. So there's a lot of things that you can do in your member portal. And if you don't have your login credentials, just give me a call today and I will get that out to you. Okay. And I think, Rachel, are you guys, my screen's gone, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think next up is Mary Morgan, and as she's already introduced herself, but for an overview of what we're going to talk about today is there's 4 key benefits to membership. And like I said, Mary Morgan's going to speak first with advocacy and public policy, marketing and advertising, Bloomington, which entails the Bloomington Business Journal, membership matters, our members to member emails, our chamber website, social media, making connections. We're going to go over networking and our different events with Joy. And then Erin's going to recap the cost savings opportunities, and we're going to review the success goal. So that's an overview of what we're going to be discussing next. So at this time, I will hand it over to Mary, our Director of Public Policy and Advocacy. And she's going to go over her role in the community and with our members.
Great. Thank you, Stacey. Thanks so much. Again, I really feel like everybody on staff advocates on your behalf. A lot of what I do and what our advocacy team does is advocate with city, county, state, and federal levels to raise the collective voice of business and to advance issues that are of importance to the broader business community. We work collaboratively with decision makers to find the best solutions to, often very complex issues that we all face. And we try to create many different opportunities for input. And in addition to our role as a policy advocate for business, we are also a community or a partner in many different ways, and the source for creating broad-based coalitions around the issues that we all care about. We do that in many ways, as you'll see here, and I'm just going to go briefly over a few of these, but if there's anything that you're particularly interested in, I'd be happy to talk with you anytime about some of these advocacy initiatives that we have. We are trying to provide news and information to our members that are relevant to the business community. On our website, we have a feature called Advocacy Matters, where we post several updates each week about news and information that's happening in the community, ways that you can get involved. We also have a monthly newsletter that comes out. In fact, it's coming out later today. That provides lots of information about things in the community that are happening, but also ways for you to engage. For example, there are opportunities with the City of Bloomington and Monroe County to serve on advisory groups, advisory boards and commissions. We make it easier for you to apply to those things and give you the information that you need to be more engaged. We're also active on social media, and Rachel will talk a little bit more about that later, but we try to provide those advocacy opportunities on social media as well. We provide resources for you so that you can engage and connect. For this last election cycle, we had an election resource page, which gave you nonpartisan information on local candidates. It's very difficult to find. I'm sure if you go to the polling booth and you see all the judicial candidates, or you see all the school board candidates, and you're like, what the heck? Who are these people? We provide that information so that you are a better informed voter. We have a local officials directory on our website, which makes it easy for you to find information about your local officials if you have an issue that you need to connect with them directly. And we also have topical online resources for housing, transportation, and other community issues that you have told us are important to you, to help you basically be a better informed citizen so that you can advocate on your own behalf, as well as join in our advocacy efforts. We have a number of ways that you can connect directly. Coming up pretty soon in the next month is our legislative preview. It's on January 15th. And that is a way to connect with our state legislators. As you know, the state legislative session is about to begin, and it's important to just hear directly from those officials about how they're thinking, what issues they're going to be dealing with, but also how you feel, what you feel are important issues, and how you can get involved and try to influence what legislation is brought forward. We just recently had a federal focus event with Trey Hollingsworth, our U.S. representative in District 9, where he answered your questions directly and told you kind of insider scoop on what's happening in Congress, as much as that can be known. We provide engagement opportunities of various kinds to try to connect with city, county, state, and federal legislators. Sometimes we can have one-on-one opportunities or small group opportunities where we're connecting with staff as well. So there are really many different ways that we are both working for you, but also connecting you. Our advocacy work is guided by two advisory councils. Our Chamber Advocacy Council meets monthly and talks about different issues that are pressing in the community. We often have people that are with the city and county government in particular come in and speak to us to help guide our decisions. And we work with the Legislative Council, which is a group of chamber members that meets monthly during the state legislative session. So we started with a meeting earlier this month, and we'll be meeting each month to basically track legislation and identify things that are really important to our community so that we can advocate for those on your behalf. So that's a very broad overview, but as I said, I'm always happy to connect. I'm happy to hear from you. So if you can email me, mmorgan@chamberbloomington.org, or give me a call at the chamber number. Happy to hear from you, and thank you very much for joining the chamber. And I believe next up is Rachel Levy.
Thanks, Mary. Okay, so next we're going to talk a little bit about marketing and advertising. So listed here we have about 4 main areas of opportunities that you guys can take advantage of. So membership matters will be the first thing we talk about, and then member to members, which are both emails, and then the Bloomington Business Journal and social media. So first, membership matters is our bi-monthly or bi-weekly, maybe I should say, newsletter. So that goes out twice a month, every other week approximately. So really that Membership Matters e-newsletter is a place where all of our members can share any news they have going on. So you can see this first section here that's shown in this screenshot is just a lot of different updates from businesses and organizations that are members of the chamber. So any events that you have coming up, or if anyone was recently promoted, joined your team, won any awards, things like that, we like to share those with the community and the rest of the chamber members that we have. So this email goes out to around 2,200, about 2,200 email contacts. So that reaches a lot of people in the community, in the business community specifically. So if you ever have any news you want to share, you can either send those directly to me, or we have a form. Once you receive your first Membership Matters, there's a form linked in there where you can submit member news. And additionally, in this newsletter, you'll get a lot of chamber updates as well. So upcoming events that we have, any advocacy things that are notable to share in there. Things of that nature. So also for emails, we have member to members. So member to members are an advertising opportunity for you all. They're a $300 investment and they reach around 1,800 contacts. So basically what that process looks like is you get one email sent and you'll work directly with me or your marketing communications person, whoever you have will work directly with me on drafting an email. And those can really be as specific or as broad as you'd like. So they can just promote your business in general, or they can promote an event that you have coming up or a new service that you're providing, and you can offer chamber discounts, things like that. And really it's kind of whatever you'd like to send. You can take as much creative liberty as you'd like, or you can give that to me and I can help put together some sort of email, and that process really will be back and forth between you and I and making sure that we're sending out exactly what you'd like. But it is another great opportunity to reach fellow chamber members and to promote your business to them. And so in addition to our e-communications, we also have the Bloomington Business Journal. So around 30 years ago, this actually started as BizNet. Some of you may be familiar with that name. And so that was a monthly print publication that went out with the Herald Times. Recently, this year, we've transitioned that into the Bloomington Business Journal. And we've been partnering with the Herald Times on this. And we'll have an issue coming out in January that'll be about kind of marketing strategy and how to do all of that kind of thing in 2021 with everything. So many changes happening this year, and how that's going to impact the way you should market your business in 2021. And after January, we're going to be taking a little bit of a break, and we'll have the Bloomington Business Journal back later in the year. But once that comes back, that is a great opportunity for you to share business updates as well, similar to Membership Matters. And you also have the opportunity to have ads in the Business Journal. Erin will kind of talk about that a little bit later in the cost savings opportunities. But the Business Journal is another great opportunity, like Membership Matters, to get your business name out there and just have a little bit more visibility in the community in a print fashion, aside from digital communications. And then we also have social media platforms on the major 4 social media providers. So there's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Most of them you can find us by searching Chamber Bloom. I think even with LinkedIn, you can search Chamber Bloom and still find us, but our official name on LinkedIn is the Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce. And so, as Mary mentioned, we do try to keep our social media pretty up to date. So that includes updating you on advocacy issues, on local community issues. This past year, for example, a big thing we've been focusing on with our social media is making sure the community is up to date on things that are going on surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. So resources, and specifically resources for businesses like loans and things like that. Really just making sure we're updating you all on things that you need for your business to thrive. And yeah, and then additionally, just a final slide here for marketing and communications. We also will be sending you all, if you've not received them yet, you'll be receiving a plaque insert, a window cling, and then we also have a digital option that you can find online to promote that you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce. So typically being a member of a chamber, just from a customer's standpoint, makes you a more reliable business. So a lot of our members do enjoy having this little additional thing to be able to show that they are a chamber member. So they'll put it in their front door window or have a plaque somewhere in their office. And these are the 2020 examples. We'll have our 2021 updated versions to you soon. Those will be getting to all of our members in January. So you'll be receiving those as well. And so next, I think we're going to go into events with Joy.
Yeah, and as Joy gets started, I'm going to jump in just for a second and just remind you guys, as you hear about all these things, just know that not only are you a member of the chamber, but so is everyone that works at your organization or your business. And so all these events and things like that Joy's about to tell you about, just know that you can invite your colleagues to join you and that they can come to our events just like you can. We'd love to see everyone. There are lots of different ways to get plugged in and involved depending on who the person is. So we invite you to do that. So Joy, why don't you tell us about our events?
Yes, so here at the Chamber, we do about 50 events a year, as you've heard already. And these just are a few. We won't get into all of them today, but of course, if you have any questions about any of our events, feel free to contact me. But even during this year, we've been able to continue doing events virtually, of course. And who can attend our events are chamber member employees can attend any event. throughout the year. One of our major events is Prime Time. Prime Time is a monthly business after hours event with mixed with a business expo mixed with a food contest all in one. Prime Time for 2021 is tentatively scheduled for Thursday, August 19th at the Monroe County Fairgrounds. And so I know a lot of people look forward to that event. New members will receive discounted tables for primetime events to exhibit. Full and half tables are available. The public is invited. There is no cost to attend prime time. And of course, there is a slider competition, which I'm excited to get involved with. Primetime 2019 had nearly 90 exhibitors. So again, we are looking forward to bringing this event back for 2021. Another one of our popular events is Business After Hours. Business After Hours is a networking event for chamber member business professionals. This event is held monthly and usually on the third Thursday of the month. There will be different hosts, different crowds, different food and prizes every month. And if you're interested in hosting a Business After Hours, just contact me and we can talk through that. Again, we're looking forward to bringing back Business After Hours, which is a member favorite networking opportunity as soon as we can. Another one of our events is the Chamber Speaker Series, which began in 2019 as a professional development opportunity for the Chamber members. This series allows members to and their employees to utilize their lunch hour for professional development and networking. The Chamber is the Speaker Chamber Series is a member exclusive program that's held monthly here at the Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce office, although this event has moved virtually for the time being. The next Chamber Speaker Series will be in January on the 15th, and that one will talk about new federal compliance issues to be aware of in the new year in 2021. You should be receiving emails about that event here in the next few weeks. And really, again, if you have any questions about any of these events or our events throughout the year involving registration or anything, feel free to email me there at jbrown at chamberbloomington.org. And I'll hand it back over to you, Rachel, to talk about marketing and communications.
Thanks, Joy. So also kind of within this networking category, we have our Young Professionals Bloomington group. So YPB for short, used to be known as HYPE. And so this is an organization compiled of young professionals in the community between the ages of 21 and 40. And so the Chamber kind of assists that group. They have a steering committee and the Chamber is kind of this liaison for them. And really it's all about professional development for young professionals and also just allowing them to have that community and an opportunity to have a social aspect with other young professionals in the community. So it's kind of focused on retention and retaining these young professionals through their careers in the Bloomington area. And so we actually just met last night to talk about our strategic planning for 2021. So you should be hearing from YPB soon on some upcoming events that we'll be having for the new year. And if you have anyone in your office who kind of falls in that young professionals category, definitely have them reach out to me or to anyone here at the Chamber and we can get them connected with YPB and get them on our mailing list so that they can receive those communications and stay up to date on all those events that we'll have coming up in the new year. And I believe next we're going to hand it back over to Erin, who's going to talk about our cost savings opportunities.
So we've got, thank you, Rachel, for that. We've got some ways that you guys can all save a little bit of money that we want to make sure that you know about and have an opportunity to explore some more. So we're going to give you just kind of a quick overview of those opportunities. We have 5 opportunities right now. We've got in FinTech. So if you guys use credit card processing, there might be a way for you to reduce those costs of the credit card processing. So and FinTech's happy to evaluate that for free and just kind of give you a quote. So if you're interested, let us know. We can get you connected to them. Accident fund, we've got workers' compensation insurance. There's some discounts and things like that that you can avail yourself of if that's something that your business may need coverage with. Office 360, if you buy office supplies, we have a way for you to save some money on those. And we got some opportunities at the Herald Times for advertising. Rachel mentioned earlier with the Business Journal. As a new member, you'll get an ad in the Business Journal. And so again, when we relaunch later this year, we'll be able to follow up with all of our new members and make sure they're able to take advantage of that. But that's part of your membership this first year, is to be able to use that ad in the Business Journal. And then finally, Bill C. Brown Associates, we work with them to provide some dental insurance and some other life insurance and things like that too. So all of this information is under member benefits on the website, and there's separate, more in-depth coverage information about all the different programs. So we invite you to check that out to make sure you're getting your full money's worth when you're a member of the Chamber. And then next, we're going to shift it over to tell you a little bit about the Success School. And so Christopher MG, the principal of the Success School, will give you an overview of that program.
Thank you, Erin. I am Christopher MG, the principal of the Success School. It was formerly known as the Franklin Initiative. And we're kind of the feel-good arm of the Chamber, as mentioned earlier, a 501c3. And really, we're the connection between the business community and the schools. Our mission is to provide real-world learning opportunities for area students to increase academic engagement and excite young people about the future careers to help shape tomorrow's workforce for employers in Monroe County, which essentially means we want to have them look at these career opportunities here and get to know the business community on ways that maybe they go to college and come back here and decide to raise a family. So it's really featuring a lot of the business community on what they do that people don't know in their own backyard. We're that conduit, that connection to the business community and the education community. We serve students by introducing them to many different potential career options, providing them with opportunities to interact with professionals in different fields and value of thinking ahead. We also serve the business community by providing workforce development services for youth and meaningful volunteer opportunities to you, the members, in our career learning programs that's helping shape tomorrow's career workforce. To give you an idea, the Success School's programming last year, just on middle schoolers alone, we served 1,600 of them. So it's really a way to engage with starting in elementary schools, both career and financial literacy programs with elementary through high school. And it's great to work with the volunteers. It's one of the great jobs that one can have, is just working with the community in that sense. And you see some of the programs we have. We have right now, I'm doing a lot of career videos. If you want to check the panels and career videos, the ones of the panels, we have 18 on there. We have 25 career videos. If you see something maybe we don't have on there, take a look. You'll see the Educator of the Year, where we honor the best and brightest educators of both MCCSC and RBB school districts. That's on March 4th. Nominations are open for that. And some of the other programs that we do, I'll just kind of list a few of them. We just did mock interviews at the Academy, where we did that online through Zoom, where 14 volunteers worked with 2 to 4 students just to try to get them that sort of skill set to work with them on the interview process. We do career days, whether that's elementary schools or middle schools. We normally do a STEM fair in November at Ivy Tech. We have a job fair usually in the spring, and a job shadowing where we have volunteers host a 9th grade student that's interested in that career. A tour of opportunity where students in the 7th or 8th grade get to see some of the great locations here in Monroe County. And soft skill workshops that we just started last year because our members wanted those individuals getting into the workforce with a little bit of those soft skills, like answering the telephone or so their social networking page being a little bit more professional. So that was an answer to our membership. And then we have a pitch competition with the mill we're doing for startups. February 12th, we'll have several students from the Academy giving presentations. And then our main one is the Reality Store, which is kind of our anchor, where we do in each of the middle schools. we do this, juxtapose them with financial literacy as they navigate life as a 28-year-old. And it's a great way for businesses to kind of team up as a group outing to volunteer. We do about 28 volunteers per session on that, and we do 2 to 3 sessions per school. So it's a lot of fun. And if you have any questions for me, much like everybody else, reach out. We'd love to hear from you. Go visit the webpage of the Success School to get an idea on that. And my email is cemge@chamberbloomington.org. Thank you very much, and I'll send it back to Erin.
All right, thank you, Christopher. So everybody, I hope you, at least we got a good overview of all things Chamber. And what we'd like to do now is open it up to any questions that you guys might have for us. And so if you have any questions, you want to unmute yourself, we'd love to hear from you. If you have something specific about anything that we might have mentioned right now. And if no one has any questions, we're going to take a few minutes here as we wrap up and give y'all a minute to tell us about yourself. I do see that somebody unmuted themselves. Chris, do you have a question?
I do actually. So the emails that you send out, the M to M and the other one that are sent out, where are those databases, or when did we start receiving those? I guess I should say.
Well, the member to member, Rachel, I believe the next Membership Matters is going to go out, just went out. Is that right? Or is it going out today?
It just went out earlier this week on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
If you were not on that list, Chris, let me write your name down just to make sure that we do have you on our mailing list.
Okay.
But typically when you sign up, we'll get you added to our member database and then also added to our email list. So I'll double check and just make sure that you're on our list and are set up to receive those.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, and Chris, the reason that's even a great question too is that if at any point, if you guys stop getting our emails or you do have new staff that need to be on our mailing list, just let us know and we can always check that out for you and make sure that you're getting all the information that you need. Does anybody else have any other questions that they want to ask? All right, well, we're going to shift. Oh, yes, go ahead.
I do. Hi, I'm Casey McPherson from Business Furniture. And we have an event that we're hosting in January. And I know that I believe I heard Rachel say that she would be the person to reach out to about that. Is that the right way to go about sharing the information with everyone?
That is exactly it. So if at any point, Casey, that you need to send something, let me tell y'all this too. If you need something to be sent to, like you're not sure who amongst us needs to know something, we have an info account and it's info@chamberbloomington.org. So at any point you can send a question or say, hey, this is going on. I'm not sure who to contact. And we check that email all the time and then we forward it internally and one of us will get back to you. So in case you forget that Rachel's the person to talk to about marketing and communications, you can always send it to info and we'll follow up with you. But yes, Rachel would be the one to let know about that. And then she can loop you into the cycle of publications and e-newsletters that she's got going on and see what we could do to help you promote your event.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
As a reminder, you can also go into your portal and post the event on the community calendar. But as far as like the membership newsletter that goes out, that would be Rachel. But
yeah, that's a good point, Stacey. That's right. We can put it on our community calendar too.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I received a really good question about YPB and who to reach out to. You can either reach out to Rachel or myself via email. Hers is at rlevy@chamberbloomington.org and mine is jbrown@chamberbloomington.org. So great question.
All right. Any other questions from anyone? All right. Every time I've tried to go to the next screen, we've had a question. So I will say that we're going to go to the next screen so y'all can have some time for yourself too. But while you're introducing yourself, if you have a question, you're welcome to ask it then too. I'm just going to call on y'all as you go down, our attendance list, our participants. So if you're curious to know when you're going to speak, it's alphabetical over there. If you open up your participants window, we will ask you to take 30 seconds, give us your name, your business, what you do there, and tell us a fun fact about you so that we can get to know you a little bit better. So we are going to start with Carissa. So I have Carissa Munsey. If she wants to take a second and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, we're actually a nonprofit and we're just learning how to get connected to businesses that we'll want to work with in the future. I'm from Sojourn House, which is a transitional living facility for women who have exited or escaped trafficking. We are in the renovation phases. We're also developing our programming, but we have our building, we have our setup, we're on our way, and we hope.
Happy to have you as part of the chamber. And we really do want you to know that you can ask us anything. You can reach out if you've got any questions. We do so many things that we want to make sure that everybody has a place to plug in. So again, if you have any questions or you want to know something more about what's going on in the community or what the chamber's doing, feel free to shoot us an email. Again, info@chamberbloomington.org is a general one. If you need me, it's epredmore@chamberbloomington.org. And as the president and CEO, I'd be happy to hear from any of y'all about any of your suggestions, your questions, or concerns. So with that, we will close our New Member Connect, and I hope to see you very soon at one of our virtual or in-person meetings so we can meet again. Hope you guys have a great lunch, or maybe you already have. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks so much.
Yeah.